friends, welcome to learneconometricsfast.com. Today we'll learn about piecewise regression, which is also known as segment regression. So you must be aware of one fact that sometimes in real world, straight line cannot reveal the nature of the data. Okay? Suppose uh, there is a sales wholesale sale is going on. So the wholesaler can tell you, okay, if you take 50 kg of some potato, then I'm giving one price. Then after that, if you take another 100 rupees, 100 kg, then another price, right? So till 50 kg of potato, you have to give one price. Then after that, you have to give another discounted price. And sometimes another example will be like if you are an employee joining as a sales manager, you might be offered like on commission basis, right? The sales. So up to suppose you sold $100 product, then this is your target. Up to $100 product, if you can do it, then you are getting your salary. And if there is more than $100, then you will get commission on top of your salary, right? So how do you represent those situations? Today we will be learning one concept, that is piecewise linear regression or segment regression. Okay, so in those cases you cannot the sample data. If you take sample data of such employees, then it will not reveal the true nature of the sample. So why? Because up to certain fixed amount they have one rate, then after that they are having another rate as sales commission, right? So the data will be actually broken into two segments. It's just like, remember we studied about key demand curve, right? Kinky demand curve. So that kink demand curve, what did we study? We studied that in case of kink demand curve, or demand curve become like this, right? So up to upper person, up this one will be another one elasticity. Then this lower segment, this one will having lower segment, lower some other elasticity, right? This lower segment. So in this case, the regression will be following the similar logic, okay? And the difference will be in terms of the trend. This is up to this much you are having one rate, then up to from this is also known as breakpoint or not, okay? Because here the line is changing its shape, right? So suppose your sale is x that we talked about, that is 100. Suppose that is $100. Till $100 you are getting this rate, okay? After $100 it is rising steeply because the sales commission is high, okay? And on this one, this will be sales commission, okay? Okay, so let's see how we represent that in terms of our equation. So this is the simplest one we will be going to study. The simplest one will be representing that with the dummy variable, okay? So let's find out if suppose yi is equal to our sales commission, and our xi, that independent variable, will be the volume of sales generated by the employee, okay? So, and this x star is your threshold value, remember? So if the employee is selling more than this amount, then there will be incentives, okay? So let's write first x star is your threshold sales value, okay, or not, after which the commission starts. Okay. So you remember the commission will be on the difference. Which difference? This is xi minus x star, right? And this difference you will be getting the commission. So suppose if xi is greater than x star, what will happen? That means the person has generated more sales, right? So then your dummy variable will become 1. Suppose our target was he has to sell $100 product, okay, but that employee has sold around $400 product, right? So the difference will be $300, right? He will get commission on this amount basis, right? Plus that amount that he was entitled to have, because this is as per contract he has to sell $100 product. It's the must, right? So suppose that amount was something like x, small x, okay? So he will be earning this one, right, in total. So and then if xi smaller than x star, then that means he has not achieved the x star, that is threshold amount. In fact, he has achieved less. That means your d will be 0. Okay. So let's delete this part, otherwise you'll get confused. Okay. This just I told you for making it simple. Okay. Now let's come. So now we know this value, right? How do you write it? So you will write it as yi, that is your sales commission, equal to alpha 1 plus beta 1 xi plus beta 2. This is the coefficient which will be taking into account the difference between xi minus x star. This will be di. Okay, let's go. Now this is okay. If someone will be asking about, okay, what is the expected value of your sales given that di equal to 0? That means he has not sold anything above that threshold limit. So what is his minimum salary? So it will be given xi, x star are given. Okay. So in this case, this is becoming 0, because in that case di equal to 0. So this whole term will be 0. So what we were left with? We were left with alpha 1 plus beta 1 xi. Okay. And what if he is actually sold above threshold limit? In that case, the expected value of yi, or expected value of sales when di equal to 1, and you have xi as given, x star as given. So in this case, it will become alpha 1, just open this bracket, minus beta 2 xi minus beta 2 x star. Okay. So from this, what you can do is, and this is also we have to include beta 1 xi, right? Okay. Sorry. So we can take this beta alpha 1 minus beta 2 x star, and this becomes plus beta 1 plus beta 2 times, we are taking this one side, Okay, so this is xi. Okay, so this is how you solve the problem of piecewise regression. Thank you for watching, my friends.